I stood at my own wedding ceremony, staring at the empty chairs reserved for my family, when my fiancé whispered, "Maybe they're just running late?" I checked my phone. The text from my mother said, "We decided to go to Veronica's bridal shower instead." You understand. My name is Madeline. I'm 26 years old. And that moment, that text, made me realize I'd spent my whole life being their second choice. I work as a graphic designer for a small creative agency. I make decent money. Nothing flashy, but enough. My family never cared about that, though. To them, I was always the artsy one, impractical, not ambitious, not like my older sister Veronica, who's 29, has a corporate job and a country club membership she never stops talking about. My fiancé Jake, he's a teacher. Kind, supportive, real. He's not a CEO. He doesn't drive a luxury car, but he's the best man I've ever known. I wasn't planning a $50,000 wedding. I didn't need ice sculptures or a yacht venue. I just wanted a small, intimate ceremony, 80 guests, a backyard venue with string lights and homemade details. Simple, beautiful, ours. I sent invitations months in advance. I confirmed RSVPs. I reserved family seating up front. I wasn't asking for their money. I just needed them to be there. If you've ever been pushed aside by family, subscribe right now and tell me where you're watching from. Because what happened next showed me exactly where I stood. I didn't need their money. I just needed them to show up. They couldn't even do that. Wedding day arrived and I was nervous but excited. Jake's family filled half the venue. They were laughing, taking photos, adjusting flowers. His mom kept hugging me, saying how beautiful everything looked. My side, empty chairs, except for one cousin and my grandmother. 30 minutes before the ceremony, I called my mother. No answer. I called again. Nothing. Then the text came through. We decided to go to Veronica's bridal shower instead. You understand? It's at the estate. More important for her career connections. My hand started shaking. Jake found me in the bridal suite, mascara running down my face. We can postpone. No, I said. I'm not letting them ruin this. So we went through with it. I walked down the aisle. I smiled. I said my vows. But every time I glanced at those empty chairs, I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. During the reception, my grandmother pulled me aside. Her voice was quiet but angry. Your mother called me this morning, she said. Tried to convince me not to come. Said it was embarrassing that you were having a backyard wedding. I felt my stomach drop. It wasn't just neglect. It was intentional sabotage. Later, during dinner, I made the mistake of checking social media. My mother had posted photos from Veronica's bridal shower. The caption read, "So proud of my daughter's elegant celebration. Class always shows." The comments poured in. Beautiful event. Veronica deserves the best. Not a single mention of my wedding. Not one. I closed my phone. My hands were trembling. My heart was breaking. They didn't just forget. They chose to erase me. 2 days later, I was added back to the family group chat. They'd removed me weeks before. Said it was by accident. Sure. Messages flooded in about Veronica's upcoming engagement party. My mother was planning a huge venue, calling in favors, spending thousands. I stared at my phone. Finally, I typed, "Did any of you feel bad about missing my wedding?" My mother's response came fast. "Don't be dramatic. We had prior commitments. You chose a very inconvenient date." My sister Veronica chimed in. "Not everything is about you, Maddie. Some of us have actual social obligations." Then my uncle. "Maybe if you'd planned something more formal, people would have prioritized it." I left the chat. My whole body was shaking with anger. 2 weeks later, my grandmother invited me to lunch at this little Italian place downtown. We were sitting by the window when I saw them, my mother and Veronica, at a table near the back. They hadn't seen me arrive. I was about to wave when I heard my mother's voice. "I'm glad we skipped Madeline's little backyard thing. Can you imagine the photos? So embarrassing." Veronica laughed. Actually laughed. "Jake's sweet, but he's a teacher. She's never going to have the life I have." My mother sipped her wine. "At least we don't have to pretend her choices matter." My grandmother gripped my hand under the table. She was furious. I stood up, walked over, calm. "I heard every word." My mother went pale. "We were joking." "No," I said. "You weren't." I walked out. A month later, Veronica called. Her voice was suddenly sweet, friendly. "Hey, so I'm having my engagement party next month, and I need your design skills. You'll do my invitations for free, right? Family helps family." I was stunned. "You didn't come to my wedding." "Oh my God, are you still on that? Grow up. This is important. I need them by next week." "No." Silence. "Seriously? You're that petty?" "Mom said you'd help. Don't embarrass me." I hung up. 10 minutes later, my mother called. "How dare you refuse your sister, after everything we've done for you?" I finally exploded. "You've done nothing but ignore me my whole life. You're being selfish and ungrateful." She hung up. That night, I sat with Jake and cried. He held my hand. "You don't owe them anything." And something shifted inside me. Not sadness, clarity. They were never going to change, never going to apologize, never going to see me as their equal. That's when I stopped waiting for their approval and started planning. What they didn't know was that I wasn't just a graphic designer at some agency. I'd been freelancing for event companies for years. I had connections, caterers who owed me favors, photographers I'd helped build their brands, venue owners I'd designed campaigns for, florists I'd mentored. I'd quietly saved money from side projects, money my family never knew about. I also had a growing social media following, small but loyal, full of local creatives and small business owners who respected my work. I opened my notes app one night and started sketching. "I'm going to throw a vow renewal party," I whispered to myself. 6 months from now. Not for them. For everyone who actually showed up. For Jake's family. For my real friends. But I'd also make sure my family saw exactly what they'd missed. I wouldn't invite them. But I'd make it impossible to ignore. They thought I was broken. But I was just getting started. I confided in Jake and my best friend Lena first. She's a photographer, incredibly talented. Jake was hesitant. "You don't have to prove anything to them." "This isn't about them," I said. "It's about us. About celebrating the people who actually love us." Lena grinned. "Let's make it unforgettable." We chose a beautiful outdoor venue, a vineyard estate I'd once designed a campaign for. The owner offered me a steep discount. I called in every favor I had. A caterer I'd helped rebrand, a band whose logo I'd designed, a florist I'd mentored when she was just starting out. Everyone agreed to help at cost or even free. They loved me. They respected my work. Meanwhile, the family group chat was blowing up with Veronica's engagement party details. Designer dress, yacht venue, champagne tower. Veronica sent a mass text. "Can't wait to see everyone at my special day, the event of the year." I didn't respond, but I screenshotted everything. 1 month before the vow renewal, I soft launched it on social media. Beautiful teaser graphics, dreamy photos, cryptic captions, celebrating love the right way. My followers went wild. Local influencers asked to attend. Small press reached out. Lena suggested we live stream parts of it. I agreed. 2 weeks before the party, my cousin, the one who came to my wedding, accidentally mentioned it in the family group chat. My mother immediately demanded details. My cousin stayed quiet. "What party?" Veronica typed. I finally responded, "Don't worry about it. You have your own event to focus on." Tension exploded. They realized something big was happening. And they weren't invited. They were about to learn what they'd lost. The vow renewal happened on a perfect Saturday evening. Golden hour light, string lights everywhere, live music drifting through the vineyard. 120 guests attended. Friends, Jake's family, colleagues, local creatives, even some of my social media followers. Everything was flawless. Gourmet food trucks, signature cocktails, a dessert bar that looked like art, a live painter capturing the whole night. Jake and I exchanged personal vows in front of people who actually cared. Lena live-streamed key moments. The video got thousands of views in real time. Guests posted photos and videos. It flooded local social media. The hashtag #Madeline and Jake Forever started trending locally. Mid-party, my phone rang. It was my mother. I stepped away to a quiet corner of the garden and answered, "Why are we seeing your party all over social media?" Her voice was shrill. "You didn't invite your own family?" I stayed calm. "You didn't come to my wedding. Why would I invite you to this?" "That's different. This looks expensive. How did you even afford this?" "I have my own money, my own connections, things you never bothered to notice." Veronica grabbed the phone. "You're doing this to embarrass me before my engagement party." I laughed. Actually laughed. "Veronica, I didn't think about you at all when I planned this." Silence. My mother again. "If you don't invite us right now, we're done." I took a breath. "We were done the moment you chose a bridal shower over my wedding." I just finally accepted it. "You're selfish?" "No," I said. "I'm free." I hung up. Back at the party, I gave a short speech. I thanked everyone who showed up both times. A subtle dig, but it landed. "This night isn't about proving anything," I said. "It's about celebrating the people who choose to show up for love." The crowd erupted in applause. Later that week, a local lifestyle blog posted a feature. "Local designer throws stunning vow renewal, a masterclass in elegant celebrating." The post went semi-viral. My family saw it everywhere. My grandmother texted me a photo from the party. "I'm proud of you. You're better than all of them." A week later, my mother sent a long text. Half apology, half blame shifting. "Maybe we made mistakes, but you didn't have to humiliate us. Veronica is devastated. People keep comparing her party to yours." I didn't respond. I blocked the family group chat, unfriended them on social media, set firm boundaries. Jake asked if I was okay. I was. Truly. For years, I thought something was wrong with me, that I wasn't good enough, successful enough, worth their time. But standing there, surrounded by real love, I finally understood. I didn't need their approval, their presence, their validation. The people who mattered showed up. Twice. I framed a photo from the vow renewal and put it on my desk. A few days later, I got a message from a potential client who'd seen the party online. They wanted to hire me for a major event design project. My career started growing. My confidence solidified. Their silence didn't hurt me anymore. It freed me. I finally stopped waiting for them to see me and started seeing myself. If this story hit home, I need you to do something for me. Hit that subscribe button. Have you ever had to stand up to family who didn't value you? Drop your story in the comments below. And tell me, where are you watching from? I read every single comment, and your story matters. Sometimes the best revenge isn't confrontation, it's building a life so beautiful, they can't ignore it. Thanks for being here. You're the kind of people who show up, and that means everything.